This is the unraveling of a cultural giant, Sean Diddy Combs, once celebrated as hip-hop royalty, now staring down the barrel of the American justice system. And right as jury selection begins, a new storm brews. Mark Geragos, one of the most polarizing names in courtroom history, enters the room, not as lead counsel, not even listed on the docket, but his presence was undeniable. Why was he there? Who called him? And what kind of defense strategy involves one of America's most controversial legal figures operating in the shadows? Let's go back and dig into the courtroom chaos, move by calculated move. It's May 2025. Jury selection begins for Diddy's upcoming trial, one tied to violence, power, race, and public perception. But this isn't the first time Diddy's faced scrutiny. The difference? This time, there's video. This time, the charges are criminal. And this time, the prosecution is stacked, an all-female team, sharp, focused, unrelenting. But to Mark Geragos, they were something else entirely. He called them a six-pack of white women. That statement alone sparked fire. The judge, furious. The courtroom, tense. But Geragos, unapologetic. He says he's just there to support his daughter, Tenny, who's second chair on Diddy's legal team. But prosecutors aren't buying it. They say he's advising the defense, whispering strategies, shaping narratives, working the angles. And if that's true, they argue, he must play by the rules. No media statements, no rogue commentary, no covert coaching. Geragos fires back, calm but firm. I'm not on this case, he says. I'm here for my daughter. Diddy's my friend. But it's more than friendship. But flashback is different. See, this isn't Mark Geragos' first dance with fame. He's represented Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Winona Ryder. He's walked the tightrope between fame and justice so many times, the rope is frayed. But Diddy's case is different, because behind the polished courtroom battles lies something darker. The footage, the infamous surveillance video. 2016, a hotel hallway. Cassie Ventura, dragged, kicked, humiliated. It's been seen, it's been dissected, and now it's in the minds of the jury. One man, a prospective juror, looked straight at the judge and said, "That video, it shows an angry, entitled man. But I can be fair." Can he really? Can anyone forget a video like that? And here's where the strategy comes in. Diddy's legal team isn't just building a defense, they're building a narrative. They argue this is about more than one video, more than one incident. They say this is about race, about power, about selective prosecution. That's why Geragos' words matter. That six-pack of white women line? It wasn't just a slur, it was a setup, a way to suggest racial bias from the jump. Geragos isn't dumb. He knows how the media works. He knows how perception shapes outcomes. Inside the courtroom, the judge isn't having it. He warns Geragos to watch his mouth, to respect the process. But outside, the damage is already done. The media runs wild. Twitter explodes, the culture splits. Some say Geragos is exposing systemic bias. Others say he's playing a dirty game, baiting controversy to influence a jury before they're even picked. And Diddy? He sits in that courtroom every day. Navy sweater, grey pants, blank stare, watching, calculating. Friday, the defense adds two more attorneys, Brian Steele and Nicole Westmoreland, both from Atlanta, both seasoned, both known for taking on impossible cases. Steele, he's the man who defended Young Thug in his racketeering case. He knows the terrain. Westmoreland, quiet, deadly in court. And now, they're in Diddy's corner. Add Xavier Donaldson from New York, and this team. It's a fortress. Built not to win in the court of law, but the court of public opinion. But here's the twist. The judge hasn't ruled on Geragos' status, not yet. He hasn't sanctioned him. He hasn't banned him from the courtroom. That means Geragos is still there, lurking, coaching, watching, unofficially, but unmistakably. What does this mean for Diddy? Everything. Because when you bring in a man like Mark Geragos, you aren't just fighting charges, you're fighting narratives, headlines, reputations. You're fighting the idea of guilt. And that's the most dangerous battlefield of them all. The jury hasn't even been picked yet. The real trial hasn't even started. But the drama? It's boiling, and everyone's watching. Cassie's name hangs in the air like smoke. The prosecution sharpens its knives. The defense closes ranks. Geragos sits in the back, arms folded, whispering when he can, watching when he can't. And Diddy? He's playing the long game. This isn't just about freedom. It's about legacy. It's about whether one of hip-hop's biggest moguls walks away clean or burns down with his empire. Because in this courtroom, perception is power, and power is on trial. So now the question isn't just, did Diddy do it? It's, can his team, his fortress of elite lawyers, public figures, courtroom legends, convince a jury that what they saw with their own eyes isn't what it looked like? The stakes are high, the jury pool is nervous, the media is hungry, and somewhere in the back row, Mark Geragos watches it all unfold. The verdict may be months away, but the real battle? It started the moment he walked through those courtroom doors. This is just the beginning.